Okay, here we go again. Good morning, everybody. I will just again check that everything is working fine and then we'll get to the actual content. Just check the timestamp if you're not watching live. Yeah, everything seems to be in order. We have an exciting day today. Well, every Monday is exciting. Okay, that's just my positivity taking control. But anyway, I'm about to check out Figma AI features today. I might actually do some projects, so meaning that I will try to edit some actual projects with Figma AI. But firstly, we have to try out the features with some like dummy content. I will just pop out the chats because I did not remember to do that before, just in case someone is watching live. If you are, kudos to you. Send a message to chats and let me know that you're online. Yeah, I'm a bit behind my usual schedule, starting at 9 finish time, but luckily I did not tell anybody that I would be streaming. That is my like goal, to have a regular schedule, but for these first streams I'm just gonna learn and figure out some stuff. There's a lot of things to like figure out, like video, audio, multi-streaming, all the scenes in the streaming software and so on. If you have ever tried, you probably know. But okay, let's see. So Figma AI. These features are in beta, and one doesn't have to be like a psychic or a big prophet to like figure out that these will probably be paid features at some point. Of course, we hope that they would not be, but then again, everything is paid. But there are some handy tools, like Jumpstart with AI, so we can like just prompt Figma and it will start building us whatever we want. We will try that first. Then there are renaming the classes, rewriting the texts. So that is interesting and quite helpful to keep your project organized. And prototype with a click, yeah. This too is very interesting. I gotta say that I'm quite lazy prototyper. So as you might know, I do just web design, and there I do not need like fancy prototypes. And I usually do not even do the links to the other pages. But that is definitely something that I could do to give the clients an actual prototype of the page. That would be nice, but this far I haven't seen that too like necessary. Of course, if I have something like some fancy animation, or let's say a hero section where there's an effect that could be prototyped just to show the concept to the client. I do not believe that Figma will be able to do those fancy prototypes, but the basic things like page changes and so on, that will probably be just fine. And of course, image generation is there too. if you watched my last video, it was about Adobe and me teaching Adobe. Image generation was one part of that video, and there is now an image generator baked into Figma. It is not by any means perfect. It's quite, actually, I'm hesitant to say bad, but yeah, it's not optimal. But you can like do placeholders with it, maybe some simple images. Add relevant content. Yeah, okay. Enough for this landing page. Let's check this out. So most of the features will be found from this action. What is this? Section place, and we can already see that there's a new AI feature. AI beta has been tagged right there. Replace content, first draft. Yeah, this is just an empty project, so I will be starting with the first draft. Basic app, add wireframe, basic site. Size wireframe. I'm just gonna go and create a basic site. And now I'm just wondering what could be a good example. Let's create a trendy SaaS business. What could a SaaS offer? Combined AI models. Yeah, no clue what that could mean, but anyway, let's try it out. Models and agents. Yeah, that's the buzz term today. Here we go. Now you can also see how fast it actually is. Okay, there's something happening. Logo. Menu. Was that it? So we can see, oh, there's still something happening. Done. Okay. So we have a menu right there, but it seems to me that this is not like aligned properly. Let's try to find the menu. Sidebar. There's the main content. What if we just hide the sidebar? Yeah, that fixes it. Workflow with AI. Model fusion. Yeah, why not? This is well, it created a logo for us, so that's quite cool, but it kind of reminds me of some other AI tool already, so that's not good. Then we have all the theme options, and let's check this out before clicking those. So we have a place for a UI image, unleash AI synergy. Yeah. Optimize efficiency. That's a little tags. It clearly left those UI images blank, and that's probably a good. This is a first draft, so why not? Okay, let's try to change the theme. Here we go. Okay, that was fast. Was it like ready or? How did it Or were those just like variables in Figma? Actually, I'm interested. Are there any variables? Local variables. Nope. Those are just static colors. Probably for the best. If you want to like use this, you should like start building upon this and save those variables. Okay, let's try those text things. Rewrite this, shorter, more casual. Explain more and with bullets. Let's see if it can handle that. Yeah, it has bullets, but of course this is not like optimal for a text element like that. What if I just took a whole section? What can I do something for this? Rewrite this. Remove background. Yeah, remove background is actually one of those features that I have used already, and that is quite handy. Make changes. Okay. So we have like some like options for different changes. This is interesting. So there's the style, radius, what is this? Spacing. Okay, but this seems to affect more than this section. Or maybe it is just the auto layout pushing those other elements. Okay, and then we have a title. Title, body labels, plus Jakarta Sans. I wonder where it finds the fonts. Is it like a Google font? Yeah, it seems to be. Sorry. Okay, let's check out the layers. These are of course quite like well named. There's a bit of different naming structures. Like here we have camel case, and some sort of place for the layout. Same here, but then here we have like everything just marked separately with capital letters. Here again, camel case with question mark. There are some labels already here, just in case. I want to try another one. Can I just do another one in the same file? First draft, not a basic site, basic app. Okay. Simple little to-do list app for what would be a good niche streamers. Yeah, to press the command and then, okay, it seems not to work. Here we go. While it's creating, I'm just gonna turn on one app. Okay. So that is quite simple and good. I could imagine like doing some basic layouts with this. If I'm in a hurry and I quickly need to whip out something, this would be handy. Task management. Left out labels. Again, I'm checking out the naming of the elements, which seems to be fine, better than mine, let's say. Okay, that's quite cool. I'm just gonna delete that. Delete, please. And one thing I wanted to show you, I actually use the image removal for my thumbnails already. So just like for this stream, I took a screenshot or a photo of me, and then we can just remove background. I demoed this in the video, in my last video, and I find this to work quite well, way better than the image generation. So you can see that it really got my hair quite good, and my fingers there, that's actually black. So yeah, that works quite well. Now that I'm talking about images, let's try. Those are just blocks, elements. Can I try to replace this with an image? Make an image. Of a dark UI for AI app. Let's see. In my experience, this has not been like on par with all the other tools. So we have some stuff on top of that. Do we? Yeah, we do. Let's take those away. That too. What's our image? There is our image. There are some shapes. So yeah, it put the image as a fill right there. I had the chance to change the instance. So I had 4 variations, but now I missed those. So as you can see, that is not the best image. Let's try another one. I'm just gonna make a frame and make an image. Let me just put Finnish person in the park. It's working. It's actually quite good. In my experience, the eyes has been again quite hard for this. This tool, it cleverly hides the fingers. Let's see the other one. Yeah, quite good. Yeah, as you can see, this is not like the best results, but for placeholders, this could work. Like here, the images are just not right. I wonder what it is with the images. Okay, so let's see what we have checked. First draft, that worked quite well. Prototype with a click. Yeah, this is the next one we should try out. So I have this actual project and I'm just gonna move all the stuff that we do not need, just so we can easily prototype. So I have a home page, like explanation page, if you may. And for companies, these are in Finnish, don't mind that, but the point is that we have the nav bar and the links inside it. And matching pages. So let's try this out. I will select these and search for prototype. Okay, yeah, add interactions. Go on. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Noodling? What is noodling? Sounds a bit ominous. Try again with the smaller selection. Okay, that was too much. Let's try out with just this. It is quite simple that I'd like it to do, but it doesn't give me a prompt for that, so I'm just hoping that it figures out that I just wanna like do the simple links, the navigational stuff, not like anything fancier. Again, try again with smaller selection. So as you wish. 3 pages. Can you handle that? Of course, it might be due to my internet speeds and the fact that I'm streaming. I do not have like the best internet. I have quite good, but I would figure that it would just be bit slower. Okay. What if I just do like the home page? Okay, select a few top level frames. I have selected those, but then you say that it's too much. Well, that's probably why it's in beta. I'm hoping that this will not be like too expensive because there are some very handy tools here. Like the renaming of the layers, that is actually quite interesting. I would like to try that out. Try again with smaller selection. Yeah. That clearly does not work in here. So I'm thinking, what could we try? The renaming of the layers. So header, these are quite well named. I would love to have something that is not that well named. Well, I can show you a glimpse of what I'm planning for my website. Of course, one is always planning their own portfolio, but this is what I'm planning for my next website. This is not like by any means ready, but this is a draft, and you can see that there's a lot of details that should be handled. And if I look at this frame, these are not that well named. Like this group 28 and so on. So just in case, I will do a copy of this and rename the layers. We can see that it does some things here. It's done. Let's see, there's more work. So it did not change the names that I already named. Who is image container, who is background? Those are quite good. Who is title, who is, like, it got the section name right there. Display, what the clients say, card, testimonial text, testimonial. I believe I did not write those, so that is better. Those are way better. Fit criteria, next section, that is good. Bad fit title, those are two better. Tool image, there is somewhere ellipse 4. For some reason it did not rename that. I'm not sure if I named it ellipse 4, probably not, but I don't know. But again, this is already a handy feature, and I will probably use this, especially with the projects like this that I do not use like a library or anything else. I'm just drafting things and not too concerned about the naming, and afterwards I can just ask Figma to rename the layers. Let's be honest, no one likes to rename layers. Okay, again, let's check it out. What things have we missed? Add relevant content, okay. Remove background, yeah, that we did. Rewrite and translate. Generate, sort, summarize. Oh, that's a Figma Jam feature. I'm not a big Figma Jam user because it's of course an additional cost, but I can see it could be very handy if I had a, let's say, larger organization. Adding relevant content. Let's find something to add content to. Here's an event section. Again, I'm taking a copy of this. Let's rewrite firstly. Rewrite this. New bingo events. Actually, upcoming would be better. Oh, it actually writes finish. That's nice. It rewrites the buttons too. But it did not rewrite everything, so it just wrote the descriptions, like the small texts, and the buttons. Does it like check that whatever you have like written yourself, it does not change those? Maybe. Okay. Here's a little plus sign. What does that mean? It like does not let me click. Add. Add auto layout, add numbers to all slides. Those are not slides. It already has auto layout. Generate, replace text content directly in your design. Place your, yeah. Find more, like, yeah, that can be handy again, but it's completely different feature. I'll try again to click the plus sign. Oh, it's the prototyping tool, yeah. Silly me. I believe there is not an action for that. Rewrite, rename. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I have like a whole page right here, and I'd like to add a single section. Add auto layout. Yeah, that is not a AI feature. believe there is not a thing for that, but I could like use the first draft, not a basic app, basic site. Home hero section. Let's see what it does. Does it catch the context, or does it do just a generic section? Hero app. Okay, we have the same logo, same prompt as in my playground. And yeah, is it gonna stop there, or does it consider this whole thing as a hero section? It's done, yeah. I'm gonna try another one. First draft. For a little bit of context and features section. Okay. It seems to me that it does not play well with the specific sections, so it tries to build a whole site. Of course, the first drafts and the selection you do, like the basic site, kind of suggests that. This is weird again. And we have the sidebar. Okay, that is some weird image. I guess it's like bingo related, but yeah. Just let's delete that so we do not see nightmares of those bingo playing weird humanoids. Okay, what else? I guess that those are like the main features. Of course, there's translation feature, but I'm not gonna try that. Well, I am actually gonna try that because I have a whole page in Finnish right here, and I want you to be able to read it too. Translate to English. Oh, the tough choice. Let's go with the United States. Sorry, UK. But we are so heavily influenced by the states. It's still translating. But it seems to go quite well. The toughest. Yeah, that is not accurate. It's a figure of speech in Finnish to say the toughest show or something else, but it does not work in English. So it seems to me that those are fine. What are this? Show bingo, yeah. It contains surprises, it makes you think, yeah, those are good. Rebel bingo, recycling bingo, customized bingo show. I had some layout shifts here. Yeah, it did a good job, as it should do. Like translation is not like new thing. Of course, it's amazing that we can just so simply translate stuff. But now I have to check if it can translate it back. Translate to Finnish. No, these are the languages. I'll be damned. There's Swedish, but West Finnish. Okay, that is not. If you don't know, Swedes are like our brothers. We have a rivalry. They are awesome people, almost as good as us in hockey and in Eurovision. Well, to be honest, they have won the Eurovision quite many times more than Finns. But anyway, so I'm always bummed when I see that Swedes get their translations, but we are on the second tier of everyone's list. Let's try Swedish, just to try something out. And if you didn't know, in Finland, you are, well, forced. It's mandatory to learn Swedish because Swedish is our second national language. So every one of us learn it in school, but not all of us can speak it. Den tuffaste bingo show i Finland. Vad i hela världen är showbingo? Det låter bra. It seems to be just good enough. Of course, I'm not a native speaker, but it works. So about translations, we kind of have like these translation tools now in Figma, of course in Google and whatever, and also in Webflow. So it's quite interesting to think about the translation workflow. So if we think that usually we want someone native, an actual translator to go through the texts, even if we have quite good translations done by an AI or whatever tool. And when are we like gonna add their translator to the loop? What is the workflow in that? We can, of course, design in Figma, and some clients are just fine with Figma, and it can be easy to translate, just like copy the pages or whatever layouts and translate to Figma, and then someone else will just copy paste the translations to Webflow or whatever tool we are building the app in, or websites. But then again, the tools themselves, like Webflow has the translation tool. So I have been wondering if I could find a translator that is willing to work in Webflow. That would be maybe the easiest thing to do. So you get the AI translations, and then you can just put the text right to the end place, if you may. Like, no one else needs to like copy paste them into any other program. But then again, translators have their own tools, like tools which make it easier to translate. Of course, those probably have some features already. And for example, they have like project-based dictionaries. I'm not, of course, probably using the right term, but anyway, if you have a project and there's words that appear multiple times, you can like make custom translations for those, for names and specific terms and parts and so on. And those tools will maybe have some integrations, but I'm not sure how they would play with these tools like the Figma or Webflow translation tools. Yeah, that is an interesting thing. I have worked with one big client that had multiple translations on a site. And I believe they just had the translators in-house and they went through all the things in Webflow. So that was quite handy because you could give the user rights to the Webflow project to your employees, and you did not have to add anyone outside of the company. But in many cases, you kind of have to have someone to check those texts. Okay, I might be digressing, but anyway, let me know if you have a beautiful workflow for translating websites. I would imagine there are tools for translators too. What else? I believe those are the things we're testing about the AI, but I still have some work to do. I have this redesign, but I'm not gonna work it right now. I'm in a, what should I name it or call it, a stage where I'm just trying to figure out what to do next. This project waits for some content as they usually do. These are my thumbnails. Okay, here we have a kind of like a slide deck. Oh, and again, I'm not showing the actual screen. So yeah, don't mind the monologue without context. But here we have a slide deck. I'm actually going to teach some Webflow in a private school in Helsinki. And I have done that quite a few times, but I always have to like check the slides. And one thing I have been trying out, well, not like extensively, is this slide or presentation feature. It's been a while since I've opened this, so I'm curious to see, has this gotten new features or something like that. 30 plus features launched, it's out of beta. Okay, so dropping off. To celebrate, we are increasing the price. Well, they're not saying that. Okay, you can export PPTs, PPTX files, I mean, animating objects, advanced video controls. Okay, those seem quite cool. Here's one of my presentations. This is based on a template, and of course it's again in Finnish. Quite simple structure, but I have all the old slides in just this design file. I'm wondering if there is an easy way to change them to this, like presentation mode. Okay, let's pick up this. Do we have any options? Publish, flatten, wrap. Copy to Figma slides. Okay, here we have. I was wondering that there should be something. And it already imported this this like custom style with colors and fonts. Publish template. Last time I used this, I was a bit confused. What is a template and what is an actual like slide deck? I'm just gonna name it HDS thing. Yeah, these are exactly as they are. Okay, there are my backgrounds. There might be like auto layout applied, I believe. What is that? Okay, like shrank that. Command Z. Yeah, there is a I like that I can like use these elements, but I'm wondering if I can create new elements. At least I could duplicate that. Let's check this out. But if I want to create completely new elements, use texts. Draft presenter notes. Okay, this is interesting. Like, let's give the AI a chance to draft my notes. Feels a bit weird. Adjust the tone, that's quite good. If I want to just add a text, okay, that's good. I want to duplicate it, that's good. I pick up both of them. How about auto layout? What is that? Live interaction, okay. Shapes. Assets. Table code block, okay. That's handy. Diagrams. No, I do not want a table. Where did I find the diagrams? Slide code block. Yeah, there's the diagrams. You kind of have to have those diagrams if you're wanting to really compete with, let's say, PowerPoint. What is this? Multi-edit text. Yeah, no need for that. I'm just still looking for the auto layout. Group. Just okay, I can group, ungroup, and now it's probably already. Where can I find like the group? I would love to see some sort of like structure list. And as you can see, these are not like aligned. If I manage to pick up the group, shadow border, okay, I can align that according to the slide. But what about within? Okay, if I choose those, okay, I can do that. Now I clearly put that inside of that group. Weird stuff. Now, but these do not have a group. Let's group them. Now that works. Okay. It's a bit weird. What about if I want this? Let's say this one copy. I want to add it right here, like paste, copy paste to the other direction. Here we go. Okay. Why do I have those pink things? I have the background. I believe that is the same as before, group. Now I have the groups. I can do whatever I want. Okay, frame, copy to Figma slides, again there. Okay, I have some grid display on. Yeah, it does not show up in the prototype phase. Or, oh, here we go, layout grid. I do not usually use this. So, I'm not sure why those came up automatically. Well, maybe it's a slide thing. I'm just wondering what is like the advantage of this. Of course, it's a bit simpler way to create your slides. And I can imagine building one template or a couple of template slides and then just pasting them in and duplicating those. That's a good use case. Let's see what present plus. Enter full screen, yeah. Okay, this is nice. What is that? Open Figma slides, available offline. That is actually a good feature because I have had it happen to me that I did some slides in Figma and then my internet connection dropped and I was not able to finish the presentation. I mean the the slides. Of course, I finished the actual presentation, but without the last slides. Okay, let's see the style. What if I wanted to import a style? Oh, I did not want to do that. Just tone. Let's go with casual. Oh, yeah. Again, it knows Finnish, but for some reason it does not translate to Finnish. But yeah, it's more casual in Finnish, I can tell you that. I'm just gonna close this and wonder if I should like translate these slides to the presentation mode. I'm actually curious, does the presentation mode cost something? Let's see, pricing. Professional. Okay, there is full seat, has the small icon of presentation, code and edit. And what is that? Is that Figma? That is Figma Jam. I mean, I haven't used the Jam because I did not want to pay more. So actually that is good news. You can see that although Figma is one of my main tools, there are things that I didn't know about it, and that is just fine. And this is like the pricing has been updated quite recently, of course. At some point, I believe the Figma Jam was priced separately, maybe. Full seat. I believe I pay for the full seat. Let's see the Jam features. I want to create a new Figma Jam board. Beautiful dotted thing, new shapes. Yeah. Triangle, rectangle, and circle. They are not new shapes. Okay, there might be some other shapes too. Like key. It's an advanced shape. Marker, hand tool, sticky note, text, section, table, stamp. What are these? Stickers. Brainstorm together. And there's a timer. Okay, one thing I'd like to know. Can I like there's an open session. Okay, can I like invite people so that they do not need to log into Figma? So without an account, just come in and do some work with me, brainstorm or whatever. So everyone can see clearly. I'm gonna copy the link. It seems to me that I'm not logged in. It loads. Welcome to Figma. Create an account to edit and collaborate on this file. So I cannot do that. which is boring. I like the tools that you do not have to make accounts for. There's, what are the competitors? There's Miro. I believe you need an account for that too. They all like to use that dotted background. Then there was something else too that I used to use. Let's see. Mural, or as we say in Finland, mural. I had a school license back in the day for mural, and with that license I could invite people and they would be like a guest just with a name, some sort of username, and nothing else. So that was nice. These are interesting tools, very handy for like brainstorming and doing like offline, off-site, like some sort of sessions, planning sessions remotely. So I can't do anything right there, so I'm gonna continue right here. Flowchart, generate mind map, brainstorm, Gantt charts, organizational start, weekly sync, team retro. I want to see what mind map is. Should I give a prompt for what kind of mind map? Mind map for YouTube content creation. Let's see, video ideas, audience engagement, editing equipment, channel growth. Well, yeah, that is a mind map for YouTube. Generate ideas. Okay, we got more ideas. Collaboration, monetization, engaging, utilization. It kind of works. As a solopreneur, I'm not sure if I would use this, but if I had more people that I collaborate with, I would definitely have something like this for our sessions. But it's good to know that this is free for the full seat members. I'm gonna leave some stamps. Yeah. Again, I'm here in the non-logged in. Of course, I could continue with Google. Okay, I guess that since I do not have like any major topics for you guys, I'm gonna wind down this stream. We have been live over an hour right now. If you happen to be watching, just leave me a message and we can chat about that. But yeah, Figma is a cool tool. As you might know, I did a video about me ditching Adobe, and I guess it was a good thing that Adobe wasn't able to buy Figma, because yeah, it might have become a part of Creative Cloud. And yeah, I do not like the way Adobe handles us, the consumers. So it's good that Figma stays separate from that. Of course, Adobe tools are great. Many of us have built our careers with them, with Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and so on. But yeah, there should be a limit to what you can like stand from the companies that have a powerful position like that. So yeah, I'm trying to keep my life Adobe free, and actually these new features make it quite easy because I can like remove background. Back in the day, I always had to open the Photoshop for that, but now I can just like right click or whatever with Figma, so that is quite easy. Of course, Figma doesn't do everything, but for a web designer it does a lot, and to the point that I would say that Adobe Creative Cloud is not a must-have for a web designer, and that is good. And actually, I'm not sure that, or if the schools should teach Adobe products to the young designers, because there are alternatives, and it might be a quite disservice to them, because they will grow up in a environment where you have to pay it's something like over $60 a month for the software, when there are alternatives that you pay like double that and keep the software how long you just ever want. So yeah, that's a interesting thing that we have in this field. What else? Yeah, as I said in the beginning, I'm trying to make these streams and of course videos on a weekly basis. Some weeks I might miss the stream. Monday morning at 9 my time is a good gap for me, so I can do some work, show some stuff for you guys. So be sure to subscribe. It will mean the world to a small channel like me. And yeah, I wanna like take this further. I'd like the quality to be better, but as I said in the beginning, it's tough work. I have to learn bit by bit, and firstly I try to get to a good enough level and then produce content like on a regular basis. Consistency is probably still the biggest issue for me. And if you have ever created content, you know that consistency is the key. And it is very simple, but it is by no means easy. So yeah, there's that. Okay, now I'm probably rambling. If you're still watching, kudos to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or a stream or whatever. Bye.